yesterday we talked about this, but today I want to know, do you believe in ghosts? Because Pooja is like convinced ghosts, paranormal type of stuff, they all exist. I, on the other hand, don't necessarily believe in it. Maybe it's because she always says that I've never experienced it. I don't know, but Pooja is 100% convinced this stuff exists. So why do you think this exists, Pooja? Why?
I told one of my stories in yesterday's video, and that's just one of them, right? So there's other experiences that I've had.
You've had other? Well, then tell us one of the experiences, other than the one you told us yesterday.
That, and then my mom's smaller sister was younger sister. Sorry, I was looking for the word. I was like, what is another word for small? Sorry, yes, younger sister. She was also possessed by her mother-in-law's spirit. Yeah, I was non-existent at that time, but yeah, because we previously, I think our entire family, we lived as a joint family. I was not even born at that time, but the house we lived in was actually haunted, and the land where the house was built was also haunted. They used to say that there's an area in Kathmandu called Lazimpat, so that area used to be where the kings used to have their mistress, and unborn baby used to be be buried alive or something like that. I don't.
What?
Yeah.
I've never heard this. The kings,
they used to have concubines or mistress. I don't
prostitutes, concubines, and if they had a child, then they would go bury their child in Lazimpat.
Because they were not allowed to. They were not allowed to, have babies or whatever. I don't know. They used to say that. I don't know how true that is, but in that area there is a forest that's called Rani Bari or something like that. And that forest, Mapani, they say that forest is also haunted, and people at night, they actually don't go in that forest. Have you heard of this?
No. Have you ever experienced any haunted stuff there? Have you been there?
I've been to Rani Bari. It's a creepy forest, but
creepy because it's creepy, or creepy because people told you it was creepy?
Creepy because it's just creepy. Like forests in general just looks creepy because
no.
Empty trees, and then when you look at the branches of the trees, they look like a shape or whatever.
Nope. She also believes that there's the haunted forest in Japan as well. The suicide forest. She strongly believes in that, and it's haunted. And
because you know why it's called suicide forest?
Because people commit suicide. They hang themselves from the trees. I've seen movies. I've seen scary movies.
Yeah, but they found a lot of bodies there hanging. There's also people who go to camp there before they take their own lives there.
Wow. I don't know anything about that.
And if you want to go to that forest, you can actually go inside, but they don't allow you to go inside alone. You take a guide with you because there are certain pathways you should not cross, and it's a really, really big forest. What was I saying?
And you have to take guides into this forest, otherwise you'll get lost and haunted and something.
Yeah, you'll get lost basically, and then you cannot come out of that forest, what they say.
That was just one scary movie. That was the whole premise of the movie. One of the sisters got lost or something in the forest.
There's a documentary.
And then they went into the forest with this. She went in there with one of these guides, a reporter guide, and then he ended up being the one that killed her sister and all this stuff. Whoa! Look at these birds. Look at our birds right here.
It's a raven.
They're just super up in our business. They ran at us like they were gonna haunt us and get us. And Pooja thinks ravens. No, if a raven is by itself, it's bad luck. More paranormal stuff. I don't know. Superstitious kind of stuff.
1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for letter, 4 for boys, 5 for something, 6 for. There's an entire poem. Don't you know that?
I don't know that.
You can Google it and then put it on the video.
I don't know. I know in Alice in Wonderland it says, "What does a raven have in common with a writing desk?"
What?
That's the whole thing. They never answer the question. We don't know. I like I said, when I was younger, my parents said that there was some creepy things happening at our house. Some ghosts would play the piano in in the middle of the night, we would also I would be in my room and I'd be talking to something, and I would say somebody was walking through the room, or walking through one of the walls through the room and then out the other side. I don't know how true that is. I was thinking today, I don't even remember my old house if it was haunted or not. Other than that, I've never really experienced anything haunted.
For
I chalk it up to like
good memory, cannot remember.
I was 5 or 6 years old, so I don't really remember how it was. I was thinking, I was like, I should ask my parents how my old house was, but so for me, no ghosts, no hauntings, haunting of Hill House and all that kind of good stuff. Maybe at some point in my life I'll experience it. Maybe I won't.
So what do you think about all these haunted houses around the world?
They're fake. It's people getting superstitious and thinking that it's haunted. They hear a creak and a crack and they think, oh my god, it's haunted, because somebody else told them a story, and then their mind tricks them into thinking that it's haunted because they have no other explanation for it. I just think logically and think house is old, so it's creaking and cracking because it's settling and all that stuff. So yeah, settling. That's what it's, a house settling. So yeah, I don't think so. Do you have any other ghost stories you wanna share?
Nawari culture in Nepal. So they put these little girls, when they have their periods, they say they should not see the sun and they should not see the male of the family, so they're kept inside a cave. They're literally not kept inside a cave, but they're kept separate in a room, in a dark room where only females can go and give them food. And then they say if they die prematurely, like when they die during that period, you have to dig a hole straight from their room straight to the underground of the house, right?
Wherever they died, no, from the ceiling all the way down through the house.
You have to make a hole from the ceiling.
That way their spirit can go up. I don't know.
You cannot take out that body from the room, so that's why they're meant to just... I don't know if that culture is still prevalent or not. Do they still do that or not?
I'm sure that some people do. All I know is all this hauntings and witchcraft and all this stuff has only been super detrimental and harmful to mainly women.
How?
Like, okay, Salem witch trials. They would burn women. If they suspected a woman of being a witch, they would just burn the woman, kill the woman. And it wasn't that they were actually a witch. There was a whole bunch of other like social and economic factors that they said that. The second thing is... No, thank you. These boys keep coming and asking us for magic tricks. Speaking of paranormal. No, thank you. No magic tricks. I don't know what their magic tricks are. So there's the Salem witch trials, and then the other one, even in Nepali culture, if they believe you're a witch or anything like that, they would feed you human feces. They would tie you up, chain you up.
I don't know about human feces. Where you got that information from?
I'm telling you.
Where did you get that information from?
From papers, research papers. This still happens with mental health problems and stuff like this. No, thank you. Not today. So, there was all these issues with witchcraft and all this stuff, and so I think it's only a detriment. I don't believe in it. But
part of it is true. What you're saying is it creates violence for women, but at the same time, some things are true. I don't think people will just make up all this stuff.
Yeah. Do you have any other updates before we go?
So my updates for today is I've been still listening to the Chilling podcast, and it's really nice. I don't know why you're smiling, but anyway. I like it because she not only shares her experience, but she has brought in a lot of doctors and researchers, giving also a scientific explanation, like why you think that way or why you feel that way. So it could be both ways, right? She says like, maybe the doctors are right, maybe, because I'm having so she was in one of a very abusive relationship, and the doctors are saying like, like when you went through such a traumatic experience, you can have a very long lasting PTSD. So they were also talking about like, when PTSD, you're suffering from PTSD, such occurrences can happen to you, and your mind can create such situations. So it's just not about her story, but it's also she bringing in other information about, hey, so yes, maybe paranormal exists, but at the same time, how our minds can also play with us. It
could be something else.
So she shows like both sides of the story, which I think is nice. Not only for her telling that, I went through this and this is really true. So no, she gives, I kind of like how she shows both sides of the story. So yeah.
Could you tell how excited Pooja was about that? Like, I've never heard her speak so fast.
What?
She was just about all that. She's been like nonstop talking to me, talking my head off about this Chilling podcast and telling me you have to watch it, da 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 da. And she forgets that she plays it at nighttime out loud, like right in my ear, so I hear everything and like I hear it all. But
I did not do that yesterday.
I do like that the lady gives two sides. Says it could be this, it could be that. Not saying one way or the other is like definitive, which a lot of the times with like ghost stories and paranormal people, they're like, this is how it is, it's paranormal stuff. So, but yeah, I have no updates for today. Just hanging out, chilling. I had some coffee today, so happy. And now we're in a park right in front of World Trade Park. We're going there. Pooja's friends want some makeup and other nice things. But you can't buy it in Nepal, so you can only buy it here. So
No, we like even if we buy to Nepal, like it's very expensive. They charge 100% profit. It's
more
crazy.
than that, people have to import it in. Like they have friends living abroad, and then they import it into the country, and then little markets, and people sell it on Instagram or whatever, online stores, and they mark it up way too much. So. That's what her friend wants. I see the squirrel. That's what her friend wants, so we're gonna go check it out. And that's it from our side. Here's a little squirrel. Bye. As always, thanks.
That squirrel looks so cute.
Look at the cute little squirrel.